Hi guys, I'm very called to do a reading, not exactly sure why, but I'm going to connect in and see. Connecting in across all time and space, all chances, changes, possibilities, probabilities, anything that needs to come through. Is there a message, please? Spirit wants to give to the collective, channeled through me for those that see this video across all time and space. Archangel Michael putting me in a bubble of love, light and protection, keeping me safe, channeling clear messages through me for the highest good, closing down the energies, restoring the auric fields and wrapping us in universal love, light and protection. I'm getting destiny, mystery, secrets, sexuality, rebirth. I was also getting bloodstone, which can be good for leg cramps. And malachite, which can be good for the immune system. So that's just some little channeled bits. I started another reading before and the Queen of Cups kept coming out, and I said, if you watched my last reading yesterday and picked pile 1 for the How Do They Feel reading, there's a message here about needing to move on, but that took over and I was like, why am I doing a free extended reading for pile 1 people? But I'm just going to give you that quick message, okay? If you're thinking that pile 1 applied to you yesterday and you feel you're an empath and you're always giving and healing and you're not getting something back in return and you were wondering, should you move on? Maybe yes, but get a personal reading. This is a general reading. Please like and share and subscribe and comment and all of that. When I get to 3,000 subscribers, I will do a free reading. But I want to get a fresh new energy. I know there's a reading I'm meant to give today. This is something fated. We were talking about destiny. Okay, so there's some kind of fated, fortuitous time. There's a time of change. There's some shift in an energy dynamic. There's a need to release karma at this time. This is very karmic energy. So you could be going through big lessons. There may be a need to cut cords, to move away from things that are addictive in any way. Solstice. Oh, Solstice is playing in the background. Sorry, my kitten, if you can hear her. To move away from anything that is addictive or that makes you feel attached in a way that you don't like. There's a need for healing in this. There may be a shift and change in this. If you've been waiting for a long time for something to happen that enables you to feel free, I feel like this is coming in. Yeah, there's some kind of decision needed to be made, but it will lead ultimately to expansion. What do we need to know, please, Spirit? Clear messages. What do we need to know? By the way, I always find things on my morning walks or jogs. Found church candle set the other day. I found these beautiful tea light holders, lots of them today. I'm always finding stuff. It's great. Okay, what do we need to know, please, Spirit? There's some kind of new beginning coming in. Some kind of grounded manifestation coming in. Things coming into the 3D reality. What do we need to know? Yeah, there's movement forward in a positive direction for people, especially if you felt conflicted or pulled in different directions. For some of you, this is some kind of reconciliation or just a happier, more optimistic side of yourself coming forwards, the side of yourself that always believed in love. I remember turning someone down who was interested in me romantically and them being like, oh, you're just naive and young and you believe in love, I'll forgive you kind of thing, like really patronizing. But that's the energy you need to be in if you want to manifest love. And the things you say no to that aren't in aligned with what you want are as important as the things you say yes to. It's your way of signaling to the universe, this is what I want, this is what I expect, this is what I will say yes to. So maybe reconnecting with a more innocent, hopeful side of yourself. And there could be some kind of energy of someone coming forward, not gender specific, but someone very passionate and driven. Your intuition has been trying to tell you this, but your intuition may not be aligning with what you see in the 3D reality. This is kind of what I was getting in the last reading, but it's a little different. So I'm pleased that I did it again because this is clearer. Your intuition is trying to tell you something, but your intuition is not the same as what you see. And the Page of Cups coming out again is so nice. There's like a love offer or opportunity, but it can only come in for you once you're in that space of like believing it's possible. Do you see what I mean? So not being jaded. What is it we need to know, please, Spirit? The Star card, manifestation is coming in, healing is coming in, hope is coming back. Don't give up on what it is that you want. Don't let people knock you off your path. You do need to have good boundaries, obviously, but also be open just within yourself to the possibility of things. And I kind of felt maybe this would be a twin flame thing, but I didn't want to go there immediately. But I may title it appropriately, twin flame or deep soul connection. They're really not the same thing, but I mean, I don't believe they're this. I don't believe soulmates and twin flames are at all the same thing. But deep soul connection could be many things. I have a video on soul connections. Either way, there's some kind of reunion or reconciliation. I will label this a twin flame thing because I think it's healthier, because then people who might not know the term don't just get sucked into it all. Either way, there's something that's going to happen, I think. Yeah, with the Six of Cups twice. I mean, it could be a soulmate thing, but there's a reconciliation coming. This is something you may have kind of almost given up hope on, and your ability to decide, actually, no, I'm going to keep in that faith of openness, and walk away and move away from things that aren't what I want, could be the very thing that then signals to the universe, okay, this person is ready and they do want this, because they haven't taken this easier option. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I was talking about this thing happening in the past. Someone today made me an offer and they are a soul connection. I met them recently. And they were like, oh, it felt like we had met before when I met you. They were listening to Joe Dispenza in their car when they drove me somewhere. I'd said, if I don't want to be with my twin flame, I want to be with a over 45-year-old divorcee with kids. I was like super specific artist that drives. And then I like had met this person already, but I'd been with someone else when I met them. I met them again. And they were like, when I met you the first time, I felt like we'd known each other forever. I said it. I was like, oh, really? I didn't remember it. Ended up driving me home and like whatever, it got a bit romantic, but then I just wasn't feeling it. Although I felt the soul connection, it was meant to be like a friendship thing, and they were kind of pushing for more. And then when I rejected that, they were like, oh, you're just naive. But I'm not. It's like, I know, you know what I mean? I have good intuition. I know as soon as I meet someone what the potential is. And then they were even trying to like backtrack by being like, well, I wasn't saying I wanted a relationship. I'm like, yeah, I know, I'm looking for love. But what I'm saying is being in that energy of knowing what you want and not accepting less is what allows things to manifest. Now, I truly want union. So I'm not going to, or something that feels right. And I'm not going to just accept other things, even though I manifested this person who had all those qualities. That's why you have to be very cautious. When you manifest, you do get literally what you ask for. So you must be very specific. But it was almost like a test, I feel. Hang on a second, because I feel like the person I'm talking about just messaged me, but actually let's not do that live. Anyway, this is not to hijack the reading. I'm channeling this info for everyone, but this is a weird reading, I know. But I'm telling you, for the Twin Flame Collective, there's a chance of union. And don't be dissuaded by the story I told, like that this is just a reading. For me, it's not. I don't need to do videos that take time and energy to read for myself. I already am aware of all of this. I processed all of this myself while I was making stuff in my studio. I'm doing a video on it because there's a lesson in it I can give anyone else who applies to this, which is why I will label it Twin Flame, because it's a specific group of people. Someone does want to give an equal give and take, and there may be some kind of reunion and reconciliation when it seems very unlikely. This could be with your divine counterpart. We were talking about the Queen of Cups, and then the King of Cups is coming out. Can be a water sign, doesn't have to be, but it's someone who wants to give to you emotionally. But you have to have put down the baggage and stuff first. I am kind of curious who messaged me. Hang on. I won't read it out or anything, but I just want to see. This is a strange... It's all very strange. Hang on. Temperance card. There's some kind of healing coming in. How strange. Okay. Yeah. Excuse that moment. It is strange. There's weird synchronicities going on as I'm doing the reading. So there's divine intervention going on. You may get strange synchronicities and things going on that confirm messages. There may be things that you may feel like things have interrupted the connection. I feel someone wants to come forward, and there will be movement forward. Let's get some advice for people. What's the advice? Okay, now I know this is a twin flame thing. Fuck it. I knew it was going to be. What's the advice for the twin flame collective? What's the advice? To know that there is going to be forward movement. To know you have the ability to balance the polarities of this connection, light and dark, masculine, feminine energies, and just feeling pulled in different directions. You need to come into union within those energies within yourself. There is a chance to build something. Maybe focusing on your creativity and your career as well. Finding that kind of inner strength and enlightenment. It's better to be alone than to be with someone that isn't the person you want to be with. I know that's like, only take it if it resonates. I'm not here to tell you what to do, and it's not a personal reading, but it's better to be alone than to be in the wrong relationship. You're going to find a lot of inner guidance. Maybe it feels lonely, and maybe you feel like you're missing out on opportunities, but once you say no to the wrong things, the right things will happen, and it won't cause you this feeling of inner conflict. Advice. I will ask if I should post this as well before I do, just to double check. Communication is a real factor here. My throat is closing up. I got a message, but I couldn't see it. Someone may have contacted you while you blocked them, or you may have blocked them and they contacted you, or vice versa, or there's a missing message somewhere that didn't deliver, or something like that, where there's something weird happened with communication. A message went to the wrong folder or something. You may be waiting to hear from this person. It's like message in a bottle vibes. Yeah, you definitely feel like you've waited a really long time. So maybe you feel like, should you just give up on this? But I don't think you should. Look, I don't like to give people false hope, and this is a general reading. But I'm just going to give the message I get, because I don't want to shut down the energy flow just to be cautious, you know. You have to use your own discernment. I can't be worrying about people getting addicted and stuff and give readings. So, you know, just use your discernment and get a personal reading. But if this resonates, I personally wouldn't give up on this. I do think, though, there's a need to cord cut and to get out of any addictive energies, because there is karmic stuff going on and there may be too many people involved or something. So I'm not saying that this is a picture perfect fantasy thing, but it is a deep soul connection / twin flame. And within that, there is this mirroring of darkness and light between the lovers and the devil. They really are like shadow and light. They're two sides of the same coin. So the thing is, if you can't have one without the other. I mean, you want to balance those energies. But if you totally cut the thing out, will you feel the love? Do you know what I mean? So it's about balancing that so that it doesn't become unhealthy one way or another. But they are two sides of the same coin, you know? It's like sunshine and rain. It's like you can't have been so heartbroken and challenged by this connection if it wasn't something beautiful. I'm not advising anyone to stay in anything toxic or abusive, but if you've been planting your seeds and trying to manifest this, you can see I'm really trying not to just give a fairy tale reading, but I feel that there is a union. There is a union possible, especially if you've been planting your seeds and your intentions and you're just becoming impatient. Yes, you may need to release attachment. I think it's okay for you as well to say no to things that aren't the things you want. But like, also don't shut down on life so that you don't take any opportunities. It's like all the fine balance, isn't it? But somewhere within this, you need to find that youthful optimism. Going away, traveling, or just doing something different could be very good for your energy. Can I get some kind of clear message about something? Not to focus on the things that have gone wrong here. To have hope. The message of this reading is to have hope. Not to self-sabotage through fear and fear of disappointment. You need to free yourself. Is there a chance of union here? Strength card. If you can work through the fears and overcome them, is there a chance of union? Magician in reverse. The thing is, your manifestations may well have been delayed because there was some kind of decision you needed to make, or you needed to see something clearly or free yourself from something. But I feel like that's happening. The thing is, your anxiety, it's the difference between intuition and anxiety, isn't it? That's what's been blocking this. And time is important to heal this. So there was a block put on it because it was necessary, because it was meant to be slow, because it was meant to teach you to go within, to wrestle your fears, to overcome your anxieties, to heal, to be patient. A big part of this was to learn to be patient. But and then, is it possible, or is what do we need to know? King of Swords, Eight of Cups. There's unfinished business. There's a period of introspection still. What is it that needs to be walked away from? Someone needs to walk away from something. Someone needs to walk away from something that they haven't wanted to give up on. This is probably the third person, if there is a third party element. That's also something that's blocking this. So it's not all totally cleared, but I do think there is the potential for this to be balanced karmically and within yourself. But the karmic partner is present in this reading. Yeah, with the Queen of Cups and the Empress, there's another person in the reading. What is the purpose of the third person? Maybe they need some attention. Let's do what no one does in any reading I ever see, and give the third party their moment. Like, they're a person too. Let's not vilify them. What is it we need to know about this person and what their role in all of this is? They also do have love and a connection to your person, okay? What do we need to know about that? They have got a solid something together. There is a solid... People are not going to like this reading. It's a weird reading. It's for a very few people, and the people who are meant to hear it, I hope it helps you. The third person in this has got something stable with your person. They have a family, a home. They have shared finances. What was that? They have shared finances. I need to put my phone on silent. They've got something that they're invested into. This is so weird. I keep having things go off, but like there's no message. Okay, I'm going to put my phone on silent, but I'm going to note that is so strange. They may be looking at your messages, or there's something about the communication that is blocked because of this third person. They do have a connection, but there is a lot of practical stuff that ties them together. If you contact your person sometimes, then the third person probably knows about it. What do we need to know about this third party? Well, it is a karmic thing, so it's kind of meant to happen in a way. But again, it goes in cycles, and there's a lot of fears and things like that. There may be some kind of thing to do with children in this connection between the third party and your person. I usually don't like to give the third party energy because it keeps it alive, but let's do it. It seems like it wants to happen. This is a very weird reading. I don't know if it needs a trigger warning or what. Like, not everyone will want to hear this. Something about this, you need to be patient because everyone involved in this is being healed by it. Yeah. This person is having to undergo their own healing and balancing. Things are going to move forward for the twin flame connection, but at the moment your counterpart is not wanting to give up on this other stuff. And I think maybe you need to surrender and accept that, and that may change the energies between the two of you. Weird message. But at the same time, don't just be with people that you feel are out of alignment with you because you're like, well, what, like, you know, because that's not giving the right message to the universe. There is going to be a change in this dynamic. There's going to be a chance for the twin flame connection to have some kind of renewal. I think that the third party person and your counterpart, there's a lot of deception there and self-sabotage in the fact that they're maybe both continuing this cycle. And it's not maybe as stable as it appears on the outside, what is happening with them. It's very karmic. Are the third party and the and how do I ask this question? Is the person watching this, is their person going to stay with the third party? Is their person going to stay with the third party? Clear message. Clear message. I mean, this says no to me, but these say yes in a way. I mean, this is a new beginning, but there is something between them that is maybe financially tying them together or something. Is their person going to stay with the third party? Can I get one card that gives me a message? I don't think so. But they are energetically thinking about it still. You know, it's still there. The 3 cups are spilt. They're not able to see the 2 of cups, which I think is you and them. Which is why it came out. So I do think they will leave, but energetically, that energy is still around. What's the moon? It's in flux. What is the meaning of this reading? I don't know if I'll post this. Okay, should I post this reading? Maybe it will be useful for someone, but it might just be very confusing. Prosperity lies ahead. Should I post this? End of a tough cycle approaches. Should I post this? Emotions are running high. Oh, Spirit, be clear with me. Have faith in your dreams. Maybe I should, because someone needs to know that they need to have faith. Although your person may not leave this person immediately, that's why you need to have the faith. That may be why you need to hear this message. Share your voice, come out of the cave. Okay, so I do think I meant to post this, because that card always comes out when I meant to post something. birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. Maybe because I'm meant to gently remind everyone about manifestation. I don't think it's a good idea to focus on the third party if there is one at all. That's not how you manifest. But at the same time, you can't, it's different like focusing your energy on something and then kidding yourself, but also secretly focusing on it subconsciously. So you have to bring it into awareness, feel what you're feeling, surrender, but know you can change it. It's not that you're ignoring reality and you're delusional, but you have the space between observing what's going on, but knowing it's not set in stone. Like, things will shift and can shift, and they shift because of how you feel and act and believe. You aren't giving enough nurture to yourself at this time. And you may also be out of touch with your intuition a little bit. Don't overthink everything. Keep facing towards the true north, as in keep trusting in this thing, you know? But at the same time, you can't resist the changes that happen. So it's like, yes, things may fall apart, or things may not go the way you want them to go, or your person may be clinging on to something that they should have released. But you don't need to worry about that. You just need to focus on what it is that you want and have the faith. This is really a reading about faith, I think, and trusting. And trusting that whatever is happening, it's your bridge of incidents. It's meant to be what's happening. A lot of you are concerned by the amount of time this is taking. But things are going to shift. Things are getting ready to shift. And there is going to be happiness ahead. I mean, this is a really weird reading. It's always when they're weird that it's meaningful, but I don't really know, because it's not saying there's union imminently. And I also don't want people to become obsessional about the manifestation and block it by putting too much pressure on it. So I'm really trying to be cautious about the messages I'm delivering in a way that I don't usually have. So I don't know why that is. What do I need to know? What's going on here? Appreciate this moment. Every situation is an opportunity to grow and find love. That's what Spirit wants you to kind of understand. To live in the moment, to be in the moment, but to not lose faith in your dreams. Have patience. Love is patient and kind always. That's the thing. It's about having patience. Be supportive. Make a genuine effort to show you care. But that has to be a two-way thing, I think. Be supportive of them, but are they supportive of you? Rest and relaxation is essential. Seven of Swords has come out several times. Whoa. And the Six of Cups. Okay. I'm getting a message. Hang on. Is that what this is about? Just in case I wasn't sure it was twin flame. For some of you, you know what I was saying about not accepting an offer that isn't what you want in terms of other people? It applies to your person as well. If your person comes forward and contacts you in a way that is like not in alignment with what you actually want, as in they want to make you a side person, or they want to have some kind of affair or something that's not what you want, that is deceptive, or they come forward in an energy where they're not in their highest self, they're wearing a mask, they're just not in a good energy. The universe wants you to not jump at that offer, to hold back and be patient and observe, because only then will they come forward in a way that is actually what you want. So you may have to also not accept an offer from this, you know, you may have been waiting for this person for a really long time, and then they come forward and they offer you something that is not what you want. And you're going to have to really kind of trust the universe, your manifestation, yourself, the power of the connection to not just take crumbs from this person. Especially if this is something you want to actually build into something solid. Of course, if you just want to have a good time and they offer that, fine, but I doubt that's the case if you're watching this. Do you know what I mean? I think you guys want something that is meaningful. Yeah, you probably want like a meaningful, spiritual and committed connection. And you want there to be this beautiful reconciliation. If you accept their crumbs, they're not going to come forward with the whole bread basket. But the thing is, your fears may think that, like, if you don't just jump at their immediate first offer, then they're not going to want you, you know, because maybe they are very sexual with you. Maybe they experience the connection sexually. Maybe you have a big sexual connection. Maybe there's a part of you that is awakened sexually by it. It's part of it. But if you let that side of it take over, it can become a shadow issue. That's what I was saying about the light and the dark, the lovers and the devil. They're the same thing. And it's not to say that the sexual side of it is bad. It's not. It's great. It's union. It's what it's all about. But if it just is that, if it's expressed and experienced just as that, it can get, the energies get out of whack. Do you see what I mean? So you have to release the fear that, like, if you don't just jump at that offer, this person is not going to be around. I think that some of you may get some kind of challenging situation coming up where it's like you feel like you have to, or like you feel like this person, I've waited so long for them and they're coming forward in a way that I don't really like, but if I have my boundaries, then they're not going to be around. That's your fear, that you're not good enough to receive actual love. So you need to work on that limiting belief. A lot of anxiety. They may message you late at night in a way that is not what you would want. There's a need to free yourself. Something about the connection really keeps you feeling quite stuck. Okay, let's get one of these cards. I hope this reading is helpful to someone. Please do like it and comment if you feel able to, just so I know that it's helpful, because it is weird when I get the urge to do these readings. The Queen. It's one of the kind of divine feminine archetypes. I'm very drawn to the fact that there's some kind of moon there. Maybe you've been doing some stuff to do with moon rituals. The Lover, I mean, yeah, very appropriate. What else? One more. The King. Fuck me. Sorry, guys. Fucking hell. Just when I was wondering if I ever become monetized, which I will, because I'm affirming I'm going to be monetized and I'll have 10,000 subscribers and all the rest of it, but I won't be able to swear. Anyway, I was wondering if this reading was, you know, applying, but why do I have that fear of, like, I never have that fear of, like, should I be saying this or not? I don't know what that's about. Because I know it's a difficult message for people. I don't like people to get sucked into the twin flame thing, but it is a real thing. But I feel like on my channel, I deal with it sensitively enough, and I will label this and stuff. I may have some weird fear going on that is part of the collective that I'm picking up on, though. I don't know what's going on. Another Instagram. Hang on. What is this? I'm very curious what's going on. I'm going to get back to this reading. If you're watching this, I mean, it's okay. I feel like you're into it. So sorry for the weird. The interruptions are part of this reading. This connection is weirdly interrupted. There's something with messages that, like, there are these messages that aren't being seen, or I don't know what is going on with the messages with you guys, but let's see what's going on with my messages. It's so strange. don't know. I honestly don't know, guys, what that's about. Like, I keep getting message things that aren't actually messages. Maybe this person is messaging you and deleting the messages. Anyway, I want to read from these. But there's something going on with the messages that is not as it seems. Or like, I don't know. They want to message you and then they're writing it out and they're deleting it. You know what I mean? There's something, or maybe you're doing that. Let's read the Lover. If you're sticking through this reading, thank you. It's weird reading. Pulsing through the heart of the Lover is gratitude. The Lover appreciates and experiences the world through the senses, reveling in beauty, song, art, music, sense, and sensuality. This energy awakens at the tip of our tongue when we taste the sweetness of honey, kiss a lover, or speak gentle words to a child. The Lover lingers in foreplay, aroused by the not by the getting there, but by the slow merging of self and other. This energy is usually experienced for short periods of time, as in order to feel it, we must be fully present and awake, with no expectations or rules about what should be. Rather, the Lover is in awe of what the world presents, reveling in the glorious details, grateful to savor every last drop of life's offerings. This is the energy of getting into this idea of like hope and enjoyment and, you know, beauty that we were talking about. But there is a very sexual element here, right? When you hold someone's gaze for several moments, you'll feel the Lover within you awaken. It's common to seek the Lover in another. The true gift is finding the Lover in yourself. Yeah. Okay. And now we have the King and Queen, which is like the Emperor and the Empress in this deck. So we'll do the Queen first. She came out first, of course, because she's more ready, right? Like her counterpart, the King, the Queen has a dualistic nature. Yes, we've spoken about this. Either she presides over the realm with grace and eloquence that comes from the heaven to uplift the spirit of others, or she falls into petty, contemptuous moods, casting a shadow across the land. If the King is the ego, the Queen is the expression of that ego in the world. She is the lotus bloom, the dancer's bow, the moon's radiant reflection. When the scene is quieted in her rightful and righteous place, she is patient and forgiving, and you are being asked to be patient, divine feminines. She waits for the grace of God and Goddess to move through her, striving and grasping for nothing, okay? Lesson in manifestation. To be the benevolent leader, to embody the Queen, is to settle into deep trust. Okay, this reading is good, okay? I accept it. It's almost like I am fighting against this, giving this message. Like, and I'm a divine feminine. I'm in this connection. It's almost like my intuition is there saying there's a message. And I'm like, no. So you guys may be doing that. You may be wrestling with your intuition and your fear. You may be feeling unworthy or like you shouldn't. I don't know, there's something going on there that I'm always so confident with my readings, and this one I'm like, oh, I don't know. Maybe that's how you feel about the connection. Okay, to be the trust and power. You need to trust, guys. The royal queen fears nothing, for divinity itself cradles her heart. Okay. And then the king. If our lives are imagined as a kingdom containing the entire spectrum of human experience, the king presides over all. Through the lens of the kings, we assess the state of our land, we make decisions and rule accordingly. Therefore, the king must be thoroughly and regularly vetted so as to avoid corruption. Recognize the dual nature of the king. He is either seated in benevolence and strength, guiding you towards peace, or he is oppressing the weak out of a need to control. There's not much middle ground. Some think of the king as the ultimate expression of the ego, yet the great kings of mythology and history serve from an egoless place. They take their throne with grace and humility, knowing the divine uses them as a channel to heal deep and long-standing discrepancies in the kingdom. Maybe a message for me about like not worrying so much and just channeling and trusting like my guides and stuff with this reading. But yes, this is about the masculine and feminine energies being in balance with their shadow and light. to enable this to converge into a love connection. So I'm actually really drawn to use this deck, which I rarely use. I actually really enjoy this reading. I like doing the community tab readings, but these readings where it's like I suddenly have to do it, they're kind of more powerful. But I like to get you guys involved and stuff. But this is a weird reading, but it's quite a powerful reading. Okay, what do we need to know? What advice? Like, this is giving us rituals we can do. What can we do to help this? Purple, develop mental clarity. You guys need, yeah, there's a need to connect into that intuition. This will give us a little ritual to do that will help. Okay, you might want to get a pen and paper, pause the video and write this down if you want. That's nice. Purple helps with eyesight, hearing and bringing back a sense of smell, clears mental complexes, negativity, inflammation, and aids with rheumatism, pain and healing of bones, creating a connection with your mind, body and soul. It brings positivity and success. Clear your mind to let go of negativity. Okay, light a purple coloured candle and focus your attention on it. Become aware of any negative thoughts or feelings you're experiencing. Say each aloud as you burn the candle. Imagine all negativity being consumed by the flame of the candle and then say, Divine Intelligence, please delete this negative thought from my mind, body and energy field. Focus on creating a positive state of mind. Stay positive. Say positive affirmations that can help you feel more inspired and peaceful in your life. Say, Divine Spirit, please install thoughts and feelings of clarity, peace and gratitude. Okay. Let's do a little group cleanse then. Can we ask for anyone who is in this twin flame dynamic or who resonates with this reading? Can we ask for all negative energies, influences, past karmic cycles, learning experiences that haven't been released, blocks to this connection and union, third parties or any other people that are no longer needed in the connection, or anything, any fears, rejections, abandonment wounds, anything that stands in the way of each party in this divine union being their highest, healthiest, happiest selves, and also together creating a union and happiness, peace, prosperity, and whatever it is that they're meant to be doing together in this time portal. Can we ask that anything negative is released now? And if you're watching, maybe put your intentions of anything you want to release into this video, into this, concentrate your energies here. I'm going to tell you something in a minute that's weird. Okay, I'm now going to ask for divine intelligence channeled through me, in only asking for positive energies here, my angels, ancestors and guides, making sure that all positive energies only, and we're asking that nothing negative or unhealthy is being put in here that will be transmuted, but only in alignment with divine source and what is for the highest good of all. Can we ask that any negative thoughts are deleted from mind, body and energy field of those watching this with pure intentions? Thank you, angels. Thank you, guides. I send love and light out into the world. I send my wishes forth in smoke. You know what's weird? Hang on. Divine Spirit, please instill thoughts and feelings of clarity, peace and gratitude. I don't know whether I said this in this video or the first one I did, because I started one, but I was like, this isn't quite the right energy. I found life is weird. I do get free. One of my friends told me off, who I do radio with, because he's like, you shouldn't always say, look, I told you I was psychic, because I'm always accurate. I've helped loads of people find missing stuff, and I'm always so like amazed by it. Not because I don't think I'm psychic. I know full well I am. It's not the easiest thing to be. I know it, but I'm amazed by it still. It's like magic. It's literally magic. It's wondrous to me. So I'm always like, wow, but it's not in an ego way. It's just like, wow, are you guys seeing this? Like, it's amazing. But I'm getting that feeling now because I found like these candle holders today when I went out on my walk, I found several of them. I only wanted to take 2. Because I always find stuff when I'm out and then I cleanse it. I also found these church candles recently. I put a picture on my community tab. I found these angel wings. I find money. I find whatever. I find whatever I'm looking for whenever I go out. I found a beautiful bracelet, silver bracelet with mother of pearl on my, like a few days before my birthday, Buddhist bracelet. And I put up a sign to see if anyone lost it. But no one claimed it. So I was like, well, this is clearly a birthday present from the universe. But I found these today, and that's why I lit the candle and had them on, because I liked their energy. And then we drew that card, and they're not all candle things, and I was just inspired to do this. So I just think that's weird, but beautiful. I mean, it's synchronistic. I wonder what this message thing is about. I want to get a card about that. What do we need to know about this message thing? Why have I been getting all these messages and stuff? What's that about? Are we going to have... What's that about? There's a karmic cycle coming to an end. Oh, no. For some of you, be careful of the messages you're sending this person if you're in contact or sending them messages, because somebody else, the other person, the third party, if there is one, the karmic partner, could be looking at them or seeing them or something. So there's a need to protect your energy and keep good boundaries at this time around your messages, because there is something karmic going on. There is going to be some kind of new beginning and judgment call, and there is going to be a new beginning. If you haven't heard from the person yet, there could well be someone that's blocking this communication, or saying that they can't contact you or something like that. So just be aware of the fact that there could be some kind of interference going on. Look, if this doesn't resonate, it's not your message, but there is something with the communication with the 8 of Wands coming out that's super significant, especially because I kept getting these like messages and then there was nothing. It's like really weird. Also, your person may be like going back and forth. Should they message you? Shouldn't they message you? With the Ace of Swords in reverse, definitely, and then the 5 of Swords. It's like because of this other conflict. I don't think it's because they don't want to contact you, and maybe they have contacted you or they've wanted to or something. It's something strange. I mean, I hope this reading was helpful to people. There is going to be some kind of expansion, but there is a kind of delay on that. And there is a sense of longing and distance between the both of you. Let's get some of these. What do we need to know? Final messages. Close it down for us, please. Regeneration. There's going to be some kind of new beginning here. A magical scorched tree. You know what? Look on my community tab about the spell work I did under the electrocuted tree. I didn't even think of this card at the time, but this is a tree growing from scorched earth. I always say in readings, it's like a lightning bolt has hit the earth and scorched it, and this tree is still growing and able to survive. I did some spell work under a beech tree that had been electrocuted, struck by lightning, and lightning struck wood is very powerful in spell work, and beech trees, everything you bury under them, it's like very good for manifestation. And with that co-create card, that's like maybe just a message from me and also some of the people involved in that, because they do watch the channel. I don't know if they'd be watching this video, but maybe some kind of manifestations from that are coming in. And for everyone else, it's just that there is going to be, if you want to work with the energies of the universe to co-create and manifest this, there will be some kind of regeneration for you. The universe wants to help you out and give you a leg up here and give you some support. The universe obviously wants this, or it wouldn't have made, you all want this, or you wouldn't have reincarnated together at this time. Receive with love and appreciation. Gracious acceptance is a way to show love. Union of hearts, a love connection that defies explanation. Again, 2 trees intertwined. That is like another union card. Maybe you have to kind of accept the situation as it is now and surrender to that, and that's how this is going to come together. Simple acts of kindness, get to know each other. Maybe like they will be reaching out, maybe you reached out to them and did something that was a kind gesture that they appreciate, but it feels like there's going to be a meeting of each other's needs for love, but you may need to accept what is first but still keep manifesting. This is the weird thing, I don't know whether I'm sort of like saying it right, but it's not about ignoring what's going on. You accept the present, but you know that it's going to change and turn out for the best. That's how you manifest. Express love through gifts. This came out in my last pick a card reading for the second pile, which was the twin flame pile. If you haven't watched that, watch that. The how do they feel about me now reading I did last on the channel, pile 2. You may have given this person a gift, but if you did, it gives them hope. It may be an object they actually hold when they need faith and hope, but also maybe you need to keep hold of faith and hope. But a small token of love can convey great appreciation. Express love through gifts. I do also feel like there will be some kind of expression of emotion that comes in, and maybe communication. One last card, such a long, weird reading. I wonder how many people will watch it. Solar eclipse revolution. There's going to be powerful change, okay? There's going to be powerful change here. The energies may feel difficult. It may feel like it's hopeless before it comes back together, but just keep having faith. I hope it was helpful. Closing down the energies, restoring the auric fields, and wrapping us in universal love, light, and protection. Subscribe, like, comment, get a personal reading if you need one. I'm sending you all much love, light, and positivity. Take care.